Assalamualaikum, my name is Rahida Yawati Musa. So for the today presentation, I will present for the assignment 1 with the title of chronic kidney disease. As for the introduction, chronic kidney disease is a major burden on the healthcare system. Other than that, it is an increasing medical issue that decline the productivity of renal capacity and the subsequent damage of the kidney. And then this is the methodology part. So here is the data set that I get from the online source, machine learning UCI. So we have 400 number of instances and 25 number of attributes. And this is the representatives of the data sets. And the next one is the attribute information. So we have the total number of 25, 11 of numeric, and 40 is nominal. And next is we use Weka to run the for the output. So for the experiment 1 result, so we use the NNN algorithm. So we know that it's a inspired behavior of the human brain. So my result using Weka multi-layer perception classifier. So we know that MLP is a popular NN architecture when neuron group in a layer and only forward connection exists. So for the epochs, number of epochs is not that important, but what important is the validation and the training error. So it should set the number of epochs as high as possible and terminate training based on the error rate. So as for my result, I set my number of epoch is 500. So I get a low error per epoch. So let's say I set the number of epoch is 20 or 30. I will get the error per epoch is higher. So here is the output that I run through a training set. So this is the output classifier. So as we can see here, we can get 100% correctly classified instances if we set the number of epochs 500. So here is the accuracy by classes and also the confusion metric. If we cross multiply, we can get the number of total of instances. So here is the visual of the visual A and N. We have two classes here and two input, hidden layer and the output of the data sets. So for the result experiment 2, I use other algorithm. So J48 is a decision tree. So we know that J48 is the basic idea is to divide the data into range based on the attribute value found in the training sample. So here is the output that I run using cross validations, and here is the tree visualizer. So that is division from the attributes. And for the next result for experiment 2, I use naive Bayes, which they use a probability. And here I also run using the cross validations output. The next part is I use multinomial naive Bayes. So naive Bayes is classifier is a specific instances of naive Bayes classifier which use multinomial distribution for each of the feature. So for the analysis part, so here are for the experiment 2. So we have a tree classify J48 decision tree, naive Bayes and multinomial naive Bayes. So we can see that the higher number of precision recall and F-score is for the J48. The next one analysis is the accuracy of the instances. So as we can see that from this three classify, J48 get the highest, 99% correctly classified instances and 1% incorrectly classified instances. For the conclusion, we use the chronic kidney disease dataset obtained from the UCI machine learning laboratory to analyze the best classifier among J48, MLP, and naive Bayes algorithm using Weka. After running all the three classifiers on the clean data, we found that J48 outperformed other classifiers with a higher accuracy precision in experiment 2, while MLP have a big advantage depend on the number of epochs. We have seen the similar study that large data set with relatively large number of attribute prediction is better. So if we can obtain large number set, which is valid, we can achieve a higher accuracy in prediction for the case of our dataset. The decision tree based J48 algorithm is the best classifier compared to multinomial bias and naive bias. Thank you.